All right, it is time for a TBR unwrapping. I am so excited. Hey everyone, it is Shannon, and I'm super excited to be here today and to share with you my 12th TBR unwrapping. I'm also excited to be back in the place where you can actually see my wrapped books. And this year I think I have a bit of a theme because there are a fair amount of specific titles that I'm looking for different projects this year. So you can probably see some post-its on here. And some of the books I do know what they are, and some I'm like, it's one of these three. So it's going to be a bit weird this year in terms of what I choose and how many I choose. Is going to be a little different. I am going to be choosing less titles. One of the things that I have decided to do is to have a maximum of 10 unwrapped books at any one particular time. And I even, in the winter, like in the crossover period of the year, I decided to rewrap some books that I had made no movement on. I wasn't sure what to do about them. I unwrapped them. I just knew I wasn't going to get to them. I didn't want to get rid of them, so I'm like, I will just wrap them back up. So, which feels like a strange choice, but it also was the choice that made the project start to have more movement. So at this point, if you're interested in statistics, at this point I have unwrapped a total of 62 books, and of those 62 books, I have read 44 of them, and then I have 6 more to read, and then the additional 12 to make up back to the number of 62. I either had already read them by the time I unwrapped them. There's several that I DNF'd. And then, as I mentioned, I have rewrapped a few of them. So overall, I've actually read, I guess, about two-thirds, and then the other third I've either still have to read, but there's not that many, only 6. And then I have some that I rewrapped or got rid of or unhauled or all of those things. But for today, I am going to be unwrapping just 2 books. 2 books, and I am looking for particular titles. This one I am fairly confident at what it is, and this one I am really hoping I picked the one that I'm looking for. So the colors, how the colors work is, for me, white is either a play, poetry, or a collection, and orange and yellow are both part of my Shannon Reads Those Books project. Oh, look, we got Hugh Jackman. We got Wolverine on the other side, and a skunk. So yeah, so this one I'm looking for something in particular, and this one I'm very confident in what it is. I don't know whether I should say or not. But I am almost at the point where I have unwrapped all of the white paper that I started with. It has have oddly, I would never have thought that would be one of my most successful wrappings. I guess plays are fast to read, and I was working through all of Shakespeare, so I don't know. But so for this one, play, poetry, or collection, it's not that long. It's not that big. None of them are. That's one of the reasons I like it. So I don't know whether I should say what I think it is. I don't know. I guess I don't want to say it. So this is Days. That's not telling us month. And actually, is it? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is a collection of plays by Ibsen. We have A Dollhouse, The Wild Duck, Hedda Gabler, and The Master Builder. And I actually have already read The Wild Duck, but I'm going to reread it because, my goodness gracious, that play is amazing. There was a film I saw on Netflix that was an adaptation, and so I went and read the play. So yay, I am super excited about it. This is the one that I thought it would be. So this is a little longer than I thought it was going to be. Ooh! This is 384 pages. I'm doing a page count budget this month. My TBR should already be up for March. And I was only giving myself 400 pages for these 2 unwrappings, and this one in and of itself is almost 400. So I did not get the numbers quite right. I thought this was going to be 200 pages, and the text is very small. But it still is a play. They are plays, so I don't think it'll take that long to read. I think I can read one a week, and read it in the month. I think so. Have you read any of these plays? Do you enjoy them? I know that I like The Wild Duck, so that's a good place to start. Now, for the Those Books project, this is one of the projects that I'm hoping to reinvigorate this year. And if you're unfamiliar, I put a bunch of different book lists together, from classics to zeitgeist titles to influential titles to highly referential titles, like books that are referenced over and over again. And it's a huge list. I don't anticipate getting through all of it, but I do want to make I do like reading them. So I am looking for, the book I am looking for this one is Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, because it's also on my sci-fi, fantasy, and weird exploration, and I need to read it this year for my oldest on my Goodreads TBR project, because Shannon doesn't have enough projects. Mind you, to tick off 3 projects in one book, that works for me. So that is what I'm hoping this is. I have no idea. Well, that's the whole point of wrapping, is that you don't know what it is. That is really bright. That looks Canadian. Holy smokes, that wasn't even on my radar to be a Canadian title. Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. The Tin Flute by Gabrielle Roy. I really did not think that could possibly be the choice. Oh gosh, okay. So this is 274 pages, so I definitely went over my page count, because I thought this would be 400 pages, and now we're at 384 plus 2, 384, 584. We're at like 620 something, 620 to 650. So that's a lot more. Okay, and not to diss the Tin Flute, I'm actually super excited to read this. An international bestseller in both French and English, the Tin Flute immediately established its author as one of Canada's greatest novelists. Seldom has a novel received as uniformly high praise from all quarters as this poignant and beautifully written story about the little people in the depression-ridden slums of Montreal. The author's supreme artistry has made her characters unforgettable, and her novel an enduring part of world literature. Wow. Sounds like fun. No, I'm really excited, and I was super excited to find this at the Toronto Public Library Bookends permanent bookstore down at the Reference Library. It has the sticker on it. That's how I know that I got it. And it's an old New Canadian Library, CNC, and it is number 5. Number 5. So, and this is from, I don't know when this is from. Oh, it has the original owner in the title. I don't want to say their name. 1947. But this edition is from 1969. So wow, so this I had a feeling I was going to unwrap 4 plays in 1 month. It's possible, but wow, hefty Canadian literature. I might commit to reading half of it and get me closer to my original page count. I do love Canadian works. I haven't read anything Canadian for quite some time, so this will be great to get to, but it is definitely a heftier title. So anyway, so there you go. The Tin Flute and 4 plays by Ibsen. It looks like it will be a very meaningful reading month with these 2 added to the roster. So thank you so much for watching. I always love doing these videos, and I hope to do them more frequently this year, even if it's only to pick a couple things. So thanks so much for watching.